welcome back to my channel. My name is Eliana and today we are going to be hitting legs. So like I said in my last workout video, I do work out at Planet Fitness, so there's not an actual squat rack, so we're going to be doing Smith machine squats, which their thing. So yeah, it's earlier than I normally work out because I figured it's Saturday, not as many people will be up this early, and there's still a few cars here, so there's that. But yeah, I'm excited. This is my last workout of the week and I figured let's film it because I didn't get a video out yesterday. Anyways, let's go. So with any workout day, you want to start off with dynamic stretching, which just means moving while you're stretching. So you see I am doing some forward lunges and then these little, I don't even know what these are honestly, but they stretch the hamstrings and the quads, and just doing that on both sides, making sure your muscles are nice and warmed up. And then you'll also see me doing some deep squats and side lunges as well, and that's to work on my hip mobility, which is super important for squat depth, which is something that I was focusing on today. This is my second leg day of the week, so I was doing a little lighter weight than I normally do for squats, which you'll see later, just to focus on the depth instead of the weight. But really just take your time stretching. It's not a race through this part, and I think I probably take about 5 minutes to stretch altogether, just to make sure that everything is remembering what to do. And then I do these 90 turns. These are so good for your hip mobility. I love them. And then we go over to the Smith machine squats. Today was a good day. The Smith machine was open right away. There's only 4 in my Planet Fitness, so I did a warm-up set before this, and then I did 4 sets of 8. This is about 10 pounds lighter than I normally do, and I wanted to focus on at least getting my legs parallel to the ground and trying my best to get my hips below where my knees crease. And that was the focus for today, so that's why I did a lighter weight. Next week will go up. And since I normally use my phone as my timer, I was very patiently waiting for the rest time on my watch. I was watching it try to turn to the next number because I was ready to go. I was feeling really good this morning. My playlist was a lot chiller than normal, but it just kind of set the mood for the workout, just to take it slower and really focus on being intentional with my movements and just my form as well. The next exercise I did was RDLs. This is by far my favorite exercise of all time. It targets your hamstrings so well, and I feel really strong while doing it. I'm using the 60s here, and as soon as my lifting straps come in, I will probably be able to go up, but my grip strength is just not that good right now. And I just focus on driving my hips back first, so it's hinging at the hip and really using my hips to move that weight up and down. And the weights at Planet Fitness are circular, so they are always rolling away. As soon as I put them down, they have a mind of their own and are just zooming across the floor. It is one of the most embarrassing things. They just roll everywhere. But I did 4 sets of 8 for these as well, trying to focus on hinging at the hip first, but I also was focusing on not dropping the weight. Then we set up for Bulgarians. I hate Bulgarians. They are just awful to do, but I know that they're so good for your quads and for your glutes, so I just power through them. Gonna be honest, that's the only way to do it, is I just stare at the floor and do my 10 on each leg as quickly as possible. And I actually went up in weight for these today, so that was good. Again, they're rolling away, and I guess I could put them on their sides, but I like having them in position for when I get set up. So how I get set up is I put my foot that I'm not working on the bench first, and then I'll sit back on it, and then I put my working leg out in front of me, get so it's straight ahead, and then I'll stand up and start my exercise and just do it as quickly as possible to get it over with. Honestly, that's the only way to do these. My next exercise was standing calf raises. I did 4 sets of 10 of these. When I'm doing these, I really focus on standing on my tippy toes as high as possible and doing the descending motion as slowly as I can, just to make sure my calves are working extra hard. And then I hopped over to the leg extensions, and the first set always is the lightest for me, but then I up the weight and it's like super heavy. I'll up the weight by 2.5 pounds and it gets seriously heavy, and I cannot figure out why for the life of me. But I did these, and then I just chill between sets. I was honestly feeling kind of nervous about filming over here for some reason. There's just a lot more people, and I didn't want to be in anyone's way, even though I was only taking up one machine. So yeah, I think a lot more people started coming into the gym around this time as well, and I was just not looking forward to it. Then I moved over to the lying leg curls. I also did 3 sets of 10 for these. The guy before me though sprayed that machine so well though, so I had to get another paper towel besides what he used to wipe it off so I could start the exercise. But thank you for thoroughly cleaning the machine. I really appreciate that, honestly. This is a PSA, always wipe down your machines. Sometimes I forget if I haven't been in the gym for like 2 or more days in a row, and I just forget how the gym works. But I cracked these out. I started at 100 and that was feeling good, so I went up, and then it was not feeling good anymore. But I really like lying leg curls as opposed to seated ones, just to get that full range of motion. I feel with seated leg curls, I am weaker, one, and the range of motion is not as good. But honestly, every set of these was hard. There was not an easier set than another one. And my last exercise of today was 3 sets of 10 for glute kickbacks. This is really good unilateral work, and also this machine is just a killer for my glutes and my quads. I think I'm a little short for it, honestly, but I really like it. And the only thing this workout is missing would be a lateral movement. I could add in some lateral lunges or glute medius kickbacks if I wanted to, but that's important as well for a leg day to target all of your lower body muscles. But that'd be the only critique I have for myself for this. So then I ended with static stretching, just to make sure that the muscles are cooled down and I'm not going immediately from working out my muscles to just sitting in my car. Instead, I will be sitting on the floor and stretching them out. But just doing like some toe touches on the floor and some like pancakes. I don't know what you call them. I've heard them called pancakes. Some butterfly stretching, and then I also did some like pigeon poses and like hip flexor stretches. I'm not really sure exactly, but they're from my basketball days, so I still use them. And I'm not the most graceful person, so this stretching may not look like amazing, but it's just to show you stretching before and after is extremely important. You don't need to worry about dynamic stretching at the end of your workout. Definitely focus on just really holding the stretch until your muscles feel good, and then doing it on the other side so they're equal, and this will help alleviate your soreness afterwards. Every time I make sure to stretch at the end of my workouts, I always feel less sore. If you like this video, please make sure to hit the thumbs up, maybe subscribe, and leave a comment about what else you'd like to see me do. And I love y'all so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!